Poor number 2. She got kicked out of her nest for like the 4th time today. I picked her up and carried her around twice. And I blocked off the nest, but she figured out how to get back in there. So I blocked it off again, and she found another way to squeeze back in there. Yeah, you mad, number 2? So these hens are just determined to go broody. I think they're scheming here. They probably know they need to raise up an army to go against those new girls I brought in. Is that what you're doing, number 2? You raising an army? Because you're outnumbered by the new girls? Yeah. This is the 3rd day in a row I've had to kick her out of the nest. Let's see, 2 days ago, I kicked her out once. I just pretended like I was gonna pick her up and she went off running. And then yesterday, I had to do that twice. But the second time it stuck and she was out, you know, foraging around and doing whatever. But today, I kicked her out and kicked her out and kicked her out and kicked her out. And now she's mad. Oh, but that is so good to know that all 3 of these hens are inclined to go broody. I just got to get them some fertilized eggs worth hatching. I'm working on it. If anybody knows where I can find a Barnevelder, Welsimer, or maybe even a Moran's rooster, hit me up. These 2 are getting along famously, as far as I can tell. I think it's more of Bob putting up with Fifi here. That's what Fifi lives for, hiding behind stuff and then, you know, pouncing. Or trying to pounce. And Bob seems to put up with it pretty good. Yep. You cool, Bob? Fifi's in there somewhere. I can't see her on the screen. I might be losing my darling Fifi. She's following Bob around more than she is following me. Oh, The Adventures of Bob and Fifi, Chapter 1. Much more to come in the future. Number 2, are you still mad? Are you still mad that I took your nest away from you? I'm sorry, number 2. Yeah. This place is about to turn into a jungle. Look at all that green stuff popping up. And number 2 is still trying to get into her nest. Oh, I'm so sorry. You can't be sitting there for 3 weeks, though. But, yeah. I need more cardboard boxes. I just want to cover this whole place in cardboard to keep it from turning into a jungle. But that's alright. Everything that grows now that I chop down later will be green material, which is something that I've been desperate for this winter for, you know, my compost pile. Just, you know, you need that green material. Also for the lasagna beds, it really would help to have green material in there also. So that's one benefit of all this green stuff growing now, is I can turn it into soil later. Wow. Bob chased number 2 out from wherever she was behind the mobile home. And she came out running and squawking with him following her. Bob. But it reminds me, as she's eating under the bird feeder here, the bag said for wild birds only, or something like that. And so when I saw that, I'm like, uh-oh, maybe my chicken shouldn't be eating this stuff. I didn't know. I honestly didn't know what the deal was. So thanks to a couple comments, Alice the Gmaw, and yeah, go check out her channel. She's almost at 1,000. And you know, some other channels almost at 1,000. River Mountain Homestead is almost at 1,000. Paul Otis is almost at 1,000. There's some others I can't remember. I'll keep doing it, but look for their links below. So anyway, I had to go research what the deal is. Can chickens eat wild bird feed? And apparently, yeah, it's just would not be healthy if that was their whole diet, because it's not a well-balanced, diet for them. Where the problems come in is when they are eating the bird seed under a bird feeder. Apparently, the other birds coming in to eat off the bird feeder can bring mites or parasites. And when they come and eat and, leave their droppings under the bird feeder, along with the seeds, the chickens can come along and they can pick up those mites and that parasite. So, but it's not a huge problem, it doesn't sound like, but some people have had that problem. So that's the thing with chickens and bird feeders. I've seen a lot of people, yeah, they're scaring you, huh? They all came over to check out to see what you're doing. You're making a lot of noise, little Miss Broody. Yeah, you want to raise an army so you can go against those 5 ladies, huh? And this leghorn is especially interested. Yeah, Punky? You think you can get through that fence, Punky? I don't think so. So where was I at? Yeah, apparently a lot of people use the wild bird feed as like scratch or a treat or something like that, and that's a pretty good idea. Boy, these girls have pretty much destroyed this area right here, and that's just wonderful. So I think what I'm going to do is use some of that wild bird feed and put it around in the areas within the fence here that I want them to scratch up. You want to go inside the fence, number 2? I've already picked you up 4 times today. 4 times I had to get you out of that nest. You just wouldn't take a hint. Okay, so do I have to worry about Bob eating the bird feed? Because he eats the chicken food. I thought I might have a squirrel problem, but nope, just a Bob problem. Oh, are you scoping out how to jump that fence and get in there with the hens? I don't think so, Bob. Bob. Ah, yes. More of the adventures of Fifi and Bob. Right now they are napping. Oh, and there's Bruce. We got Bruce. Bruce wants in the show too. There you are, Bruce. You stick out like a sore thumb against that green. No, number 2, there's no hope. I blocked it off good and full this time. You can't get in there. You might as well just go join 1 and 3. They're huddled together in the bushes. It's cold, and I bet they would enjoy your company, number 2. Come on, let's go. Let's go. You don't want me to pick you up again. No, you don't. You don't want me to pick you up again. Say hello to the viewers, number 2. Yeah. You've got some pretty green shades on your feathers and that copper around your neck. Yeah. Come on, number 2.